Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Charlie Mar Beauty. Tune in with me and watch this look unravel. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, we're going in with the Morphe eyebrow pencil in the shade Trendsetter. I actually think this is a lip liner, but all the same, it gets the job done. Okay, she's cute, she's cute. I swear it's always easier to do my left side than it is my right side when it comes to my eyebrow. My little right brow is a little bald-headed on top of that, so that don't help. I try to get them to be twins, not sisters. And if you don't know, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. Okay, so I finally got the P. Louise eyeshadow bases. I got them in the shade 0, 0.5, and 5. Okay, so the 0 is the white. The 0.5 is like a white pink, and then 5 is a tan brown. We're going in with 5, which is like a tan brown, to highlight our brows and sculpt them out. And I can't express it enough. Make sure you blend out your concealers and foundation and contours. Blend, blend, blend. That's how you have an easy, smooth transition from one shade to the next with no harsh lines. Okay. Yeah, my skin's getting very much old lady. And start taking better care of myself. You ladies like to see a face beat before a wig install? Or you like the wig install and then the face beat? Let me know. I'm just curious. Because I've just been, I'm trying to get back in the game. So I've been looking at other beauty makeup content creators and they makeup beat when they do their wig install. And if it's just a wig makeup video, then their hair already done. They're just doing their makeup. And I don't know, I guess maybe I just feel some type of way. I'm like, damn, is it ghetto to get on camera, your makeup not done, and your hair gonna be slayed? But then, what if you don't wear makeup? Like, what if you not wear makeup that day? Okay, we're going in with the same concealer as Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Cookie to do the base for our eyeshadow. Okay, so we're coming up on February, Valentine's Day. Everyone's doing pink and red. So we're going to do a pink and white look just to get into the spirit. Okay, skipping forward, I completed my other side. I'm probably going to show me doing one side and then the other side will be done. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, this is the white shade from the P. Louise set that I just bought, and it dries down very fast. So in the future, I'll be doing one eye at a time. So that way, when I go on to lay the color, it sticks with no problem. I had a hard time getting the pigment to stick to the P. Louise base. So, learned something new. Maybe I need to check out P. Louise's eyeshadow palettes to see if they're more pigmented. Some things you just have to keep together. You got the base, you want to use the eyeshadow palette. That's not always the case though when it comes to makeup and eyeshadow palettes. But it was hard to get the pigment on top of the white for some reason. Also, don't come for me. I should have did a transition color for the background first and not took the cut crease up that high. But it all came together at the end of the day. But if you're doing a cut crease, it normally does not go that high. It covers the creasing of your eye, not the bone, the eyebrow bone or whatever. But again, she came together. She was cute. I'm learning things as I edit my videos, seeing how I can do better. So take notes when you guys go in and edit your videos. If you're doing beauty influencing, you could always see where you can do better the next time. And no one's perfect. We're always learning when it comes to makeup. Okay, that's the Culture 2 eyeshadow palette. It took everything in me not to use that burgundy dashiki color. That is my favorite color in this palette. One of my followers was telling me I always use that color, but I can't help it. That's my go-to everyday glam. Use that color with a little bit of orange and a little bit of brown, and you got a nice sunset color for the day, you know? But yeah, we're trying to get more creative. So any feedback you guys can give, leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments down below. Charlie Mar Beauty. The girlies going wild with makeup, being really creative on TikTok, using cut crease, liners, glitters, jewels. I'm going to be upgrading my palette here shortly so that we can get more creative and create some nice looks for you guys. All right. Okay, so I laid the hot pink and now my glitter's not popping. It's not coming off on my brush. I had to pat the eyeshadow. Sometimes you have to pat your eyeshadow so it doesn't just brush on in depth. So if you want a deep look, it's best to pat it. Now I'm going in with my finger to do the glitter part and to go over the white just to touch up the eye look or whatever. And then we're about to get into the actual foundation and concealer and highlight and all that. So stay tuned. Okay, now I'm going on with the e.l.f. Grip Primer. I already moisturized my face, so we're going on with the e.l.f. Grip Primer. You always want to prime your face before you do your makeup. It's better on your skin and your pores. And it makes the makeup stick to the grip primer versus your skin. Okay, it's like a base. All right. Okay, I'm now listening to Pocket FM radio. It's an audiobook radio. I'm listening to The Alpha's Bride. I must have purchased like 476 episodes. The story was so good. Then I got to a point where, you know how you get to a point of the book where it just drags on or it's taking forever now to get to the point, or they lost the whole contrast of the damn story. That's where I feel like what's happening right now. So I kind of took a pause, but I'm going to jump back into it because I have to finish it. After that, I'm going to take my butt to Barnes & Nobles or the library and get me an actual book to read because 476 episodes is ridiculous. But it is a good story. Let me know if you guys watch Pocket FM. Okay, I'm going in with the Superstay Maybelline foundation in the shade 350. I think it's a little dark because it's giving grayscale, but then it also can be my damn skin. I went in with a wet sponge. I think the sponge was a little bit too wet because it took in more makeup than what I needed it to. So I'm going to go in with a second layer here and then use my brush to go ahead and smooth that out. And we're going to pat it out. Blend, 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 ladies. Blend. Okay, here comes the highlight. We're going in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie. And we're going to do our T-zone area to highlight our face to bring some definition back in. And bronze as well, okay? You don't want to have casket. Face, highlight, and contour. Okay, so it's one thing you want to do. You want to let your concealer sit. You want it to have like a thick, tacky consistency before you blend it out. I'm learning when you go in and you blend right away, it just kind of blends into the foundation. You know, let it get a little tacky, work on your bronzer, and then come back and blend out your concealer. Or just sit a couple minutes, okay? If it gets too dry, then go on with your setting spray to wet it a little bit and then blend it out. Lord, that Red Bull, give me wings, just kicked in. You can see my anxiety is super high. I'm over here blending. Like, I sped up the video, but I naturally pet, 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 blend, 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 blend. I get super like anxious when it comes to blending out my makeup. I don't know if it's excitement or it's just the idea that I'm gonna blend this, because I used to be terrible when it came to blending my makeup. When I first started out doing my makeup, you could see all the lines and everything. So now when I go into blend, it's focus mode. Focus, 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 focus. You don't want to see no harsh lines, ladies. I don't care if you have to go back in with the product. You don't want no harsh lines. Okay, so the above the eye concealer was the Kiss New York. Is it Pro Fit concealer in the shade Warm Coconut. And I don't know what it is about blending out your makeup, but I get such a adrenaline rush in this process. I used to call it anxiety, but it's a adrenaline rush. It's like you gotta beat it. You know, you gotta blend, and that's all I'm thinking about when I'm blending everything out, because you just want it to be smooth. You want no harsh edges. You want everything to be smooth. I'm going in with a second concealer. I realized that I have to let it sit. Let your concealer sit under your eye, ladies, because when you go to set it, if your eyes crease right there, it will crease. You have to let your concealer sit under your eye. I gotta get some patience right here, because I swear, I just be hurrying up and blending it out, then be mad when it creases. Patience. Okay, I'm going on with the Juvia's Place Deep Bronzer to contour my face. This is my favorite bronzer. I can't wait to stock up on some more beauty products, you guys. But yeah, this is Juvia's Place bronzer, the shade Deep. I'm with the MAC Studio Fix foundation powder in the shade NW45. This is the older one. Now I believe it's shade NW43, because NW45 now is a little bit too deep. It could actually be like a contour for me. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down and get my makeup done at MAC and see how that goes. Okay, and then we're just blending out our concealer, going over any fine lines, and then we're gonna set our face with the Morphe setting spray mist. And I believe I got the hydrating one because it's the Cannes Gold versus the black matte one. I'm going in with the Morphe setting powder in the shade Banana Rich. I can't wait. When I do stock up, I'm going to try Huda Beauty's powders. I hear they're more vibrant and just soft to the touch. So my favorite, though, is the Morphe Banana Rich setting powder. So we're going to go on with that. And then I'm using Fit Me, I believe, by Maybelline for my bronzer and everything else. Just FYI, you're going to use your setting powder, your lighter setting powder, to set your T-zone area. And then as far as everywhere you bronzed or contoured, you use your darker setting powder, okay? You still want to keep those areas highlighted. If you go in with a darker powder, it's going to darken that area. So make sure you're using a light setting powder for your concealer areas, and you can use a darker setting powder everywhere you contoured and wherever foundation is. I'm going in with the blush. This was the Sephora blush palette. I love an orange blush. It's like an orange pinkish blush. I think we went back and forth on this one. Okay, I absolutely love contouring my nose. I contour my nose and I re-highlighted the center of my nose just so that it can build the definition. After I did the highlight, I went back in with the contour brush to bronze it a little bit more. And don't worry, if you over bronze, you're just going with your foundation brush to blend out those harsh lines on your nose. And then it all just blends perfectly. Blends right in with the highlight under the eye. Use that foundation brush. I didn't put nothing else on it. I used the product that was already on the brush. Okay, you guys, so I should have way more content coming out soon. We've just been really lax trying to get back into the routine. Well, we got our routine with work down now. Now it's just multitasking and doing the things that we enjoy and love, and get back into the business and our passions and hobbies. I think I've been more lax in getting my rest and enjoying my peace than anything after 2 years of not being in our own place. So we've been extremely lax in our household and just at peace. But I am going to be pushing out content. Once I get going, that's it. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to have makeup, wig tutorials, get everything back up and running as far as my makeup content, wig tutorials, bonnets, soaps, t-shirts. Summer's coming around, so you never know. And then I'm also trying to dive into digital marketing to build that second stream of income outside of my husband and I working our 9-to-5s. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so I've been wearing my hair a little bit more. My gray hair is actually growing out. It's not just a chia pet in the front. It's growing out nicely. But we like switching it up a little bit. So I'm installing a wig. I'll have that video out shortly. But just to complete the look, we're going to show you the styling and go from there. So like, comment, and subscribe. It's Charlie Mar Beauty. Love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Charlie Mar Beauty.